safeties, Josh Guerriere out of Ocoee, Florida, and Cole Woodson out of Battlefield, Virginia. And just in general, for both those guys, before getting into one or the other, what really popped out about those guys on film was just their versatility. When you see both those guys, they're kick returners, punt returners, they play offense, they play defense, they're running back, wide receivers, just making a lot of plays out there. So that was a really big thing that popped out that started the process for us. Then as we move on to Josh, so start off with Josh Guerriere. So he's going to be a field safety. The film popped out, but our process at safety, we like to, get the film, then we get guys up during spring ball for visits there. Then we learn a lot about them during that spring ball visit. So then when they're on campus on spring ball, we get them on the board, get a chance to talk football, get to know them and their families more. Then we really make the decision from there about who we want to invite onto official visits. And for Josh, a little story that really popped out for us, he came to the second scrimmage during spring last year. And during that spring, it was literally the coldest day of practice, like literally freezing cold. And so we were down at Acrisure Stadium. And down at the stadium, literally all the recruits went up to the box. Josh stayed on the sideline the entire scrimmage next to Coach Collins, listening to every single adjustment that we made. And that right there popped out to us. Like, we knew in that moment that was a kid that we wanted to coach. And the thing about him is the kid's just a junkie for football. With that being said about how he was in that moment, even when he was on the official visit, we bring kids in Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Friday morning we have team run, 6:30 team run. So he tells me Thursday night, Coach, I want to go to the team run. I don't really think he's telling the truth. All right, so I set my alarm, hoping he doesn't text me. I wanted to get my sleep, long night the night before. All right, 5:30, Josh texts me, Coach, you coming to get me? So get him, whatever, 5:45, he's at the team run and watching all our players. And that's the type of kid we're getting right there. A kid that loves the game of football. Every single game, like, he texts me his missed tackles, not just his good plays. He texts me his missed tackles. We watch them. So that's the character we're getting. From a football standpoint, the kid can make plays. You see him at the beginning of the season against the pocket. He's playing middle linebacker, different games, who he's playing. He's going out to play corner. He's playing safety. So just the knowledge and the IQ that it takes to do all that stuff. So we really look forward to getting him here. He's going to be here in a few weeks, so he'll be here. He's even trying to see if he can get here for the bowl game, which is probably going to be tough to do. But look forward to him. Great kid, great family. Mom was in tears this morning for this opportunity. Then the next kid, Cole Woodson. So Cole, another big athlete. Then even with Cole, you learn a lot. When Cole got here and we got him on the board and just talked football, Cole is a very cerebral person. Like, I look forward to coaching Cole because he's going to challenge me as a coach. The conversations that we have on the phone, and it's not just football, just life in general. Like, Cole, he'll talk to you about politics, what's going on. I mean, he's literally, I think, in trigonometry 3. Like, the level of classes that he's in school, he has like a 4.6 GPA. So really look forward to that. So when he was here on campus, just like his IQ of talking football, the film pops out. He's a great returner. He makes some good tackles. The kid is a 10-7, 100-meter runner at 195 pounds. But it was just that in those moments of being here on campus, of what he brought to the table from a smartness standpoint, then just being around his family. His brother plays at Virginia Tech. He's a linebacker at Virginia Tech. Then he has another brother at Duke. So he just comes from a line of family with great education. The family knows the importance of football. Mom might know more football than some of the guys on the team. She's very into it and knows a great deal about ball. So we really look forward to getting both of those guys here. Couldn't be more excited to coach both of them.
What is the
Go ahead. Prompted questions, please, about our safety signees.
What does the versatility do for you as a coach as far as that? You got a guy that played running back, returner, and a guy who was a track star, in both of these guys. How does that help you frame their mindset to be prepared?
I think as a coach, just in the back end, Coach Collins and I, we love playmakers. You love guys that can just make plays. They got the ball in their hand. They're making explosive plays on defense. Both those guys had over 3 interceptions this year. They both got returns for touchdowns. They just have an innate ability to make plays. And sometimes you just can't coach some of those things. And that's what those guys have in them. They just have that ability to make plays. When it comes to the moment of truth and it's time to make a play, those guys show up. All right, and that's what we look forward to. Because at safety, you're going to live in some one-on-ones. We're going to play some defense, and you got to have some thick skin to play back there in the secondary. And we want guys like that are up for those challenges.
Did you think about following his brother, one of his brothers, into college?
No, not at all.
Not at all?
No, we hadn't. No, I mean, he took a visit to Virginia Tech. He took a visit to Duke as well. But, you know, he came to Pitt with a bunch of other recruits or commits that weekend and fell in love with the campus, and this is where he wanted to be. But I think Cole took 5 official visits. Yep.
You said Josh fits or looks like a field safety right now. Do you have an idea of where Cole might fit in?
You know, we recruit everybody with starting at field safety. Like, we don't truly recruit boundary safeties here. We want guys that have that speed and twitch and foot turnover to be able to play that field safety position. So we always start them there. Then where we go from there is where we go. You know, shoot, you'd like to be able to play left and right. Guys be able to do both positions just like Cruz was able to do this year. That would be living in the perfect world right there if we could just go left safety, right safety, you know what I mean, and not truly field and boundary. So I think those guys have that ability. They're both track kids, both have under 1,100 100 meters times, and they're both physical football players.
How do you and Archie divvy up? You guys look at these classes because you got corners as well as safeties, but other guys that you look at it like, hey, we can move some of these guys around. How do you guys like look at that when you're?
We do. Our Coach Collins always likes to watch them all together. I try to hide some guys on them sometimes. That could be corners, but no, all our guys, like when we get our guys and we get our top guys, we literally sit in that room and we watch all the top corners and safeties together and say, who are the guys? And these are the guys we're going after. So it's completely a dual effort when it comes to the back end with those guys, 100%.
A couple more for Cory before we transition. Anyone else? Coach, thank you very much.